Hi, welcome back to Making It with Minglet. I guess you've realized that I've been out of town. I was able to go to a conference in Chicago and it was very successful. We met a lot of new people, had a lot of good times, and I wanted to share with you the Happy Meal. One of these came before and it includes a beautiful stamp. And this is from Michelle Waltz, and I will include her link below. If you want to, go over and check her out. She is a small channel, but she is growing it and she is making some beautiful things. She sent me one of the things that we're doing for our Bible study, and I've got to get going on this. It's about the fruits of the spirit, and it's from Galatians 5:13. And I grew up with this, so it's a good study to be mindful of the things that you should and should not do. So she sent this bookmark, and it says, all things work together for the good for those who love God, to those who are called according to his purpose. And that's from Romans 8:28. And she has collaged it, and she put the sticker on it, and then she did some stamps as well. And then I don't want to show her address, but then I have another piece that can be a journaling card. It could be a pocket, lots of different things. But she sat and put little teeny tiny beads. And I can really appreciate that because I would be sitting here half the day trying to get those glued on. And she's got a little stamp in the back with a bird, and I've got birds, bees, and flowers. And then there's a vintage looking ticket, and she may have had a masterboard on this one. I might could go back and watch and see how she created it, but she's got scraps that have been pieced together. She's got gold on it. She's got lots of nice prints, and she said she hopes I enjoy. So I want to support her. I think that she's doing a great job on her channel. Now, this is something I ordered. I'm going to hold it to last. This was a swap through Makers of Mixed Media Art and Artist, and I will include that link. And this is where you send out cards, postcards or scrap papers. But look at this. Is that not pretty? And then I really like this. I think it might have to go in my goddess book that I've made with Texture Junkies. It's made where I can use it, the back, as a journal card. And then there's this beautiful print that's got purple, kind of a cream color, and a reddish burgundy. Nice papers, nice pieces that I can do things with. So I'm going to put this back in. And I noticed that sometimes you need just a little more envelope. Well, she was clever. She made her own envelope. How about that? So keep that in mind, that that's a possibility. Okay. Now this I haven't even looked at. This is a swap from Janice. And this was scrap swap, and it was also one of the exchanges available in Makers of Mixed Media Art and Artist group. Each month there's different things that you can do. You just say, hey, I want to do this, and you just pull out your scraps of paper and you just share them, and it's really fun. So let's see what we've got in here. And this is from Janice Marie. I think that's right. Yeah, Janice Marie. And she's included a note. Let me see what the note says. She says she's seen my name in the chat on the live streams at PM Artist Studio, and that she hadn't been commenting because she has been watching with her TV. And I don't know about you, but when I watch my TV, I've gotten to where I connect it with my phone, so if I do want to chat. But we've got some red and black, little swirls. That's a pretty piece. Ooh, I like this one. This feels like it might be deli paper. Yeah, I think it's deli paper. It's folded. Now, whether I can unfold it without messing it up or not, I don't know. I might need to take more time on that. But that's a very pretty piece. Ooh, and my favorite colors are coming out. And it even has some gold on it. And this is pretty. Looks like she may have been using it as a brayer off. But she's got a little bit of gold on it. And these are all things that I can do whatever I want to with. So these are great pieces. You got teal and white with a kind of a lattice. I think that's a lattice pattern, but I think that's a, I don't know what stencil that is. We got some greens, and let's see if I can show you the selling on that. Yes, you can see it. Right in here. Lots of pretty selling. I love it when you see the colors, you know, kind of separate and do their own thing. I think it's really pretty when that happens. And this has got gray, blue, teal. Very nice texture. Not sure how she achieved this, but it could have been with a plastic bag. I know Darcy does that quite a bit. And this is pretty. Oh, and look at this. I may have to make some leaves out of this one. And I love how most of her sheets are having just that little bit of touch of gold. Nice. Oh, yes, very, very nice. And this is a whole full sheet. Look at this. And here you can see the selling in this one. You can see it here and here. Look at that. Lots of fun. This is lots of potential here, and it feels like it's just on regular copy paper, so I can do a lot with that. We got pinks, purples, greens. Lovely. There's a print. Excuse me. I feel like I got a frog in my throat now. I walked outside and gathered some leaves, but excuse me. I'm going to have to hit the beverage here. Okay, so this can be used anywhere. Got some sunshines going on. And I needed sunshine today, Janice Marie, because it's a cloudy day where I'm at. I got sunshine on a cloudy day. When it's cold outside, I got the month of May. I won't torture you anymore, my sunshine. This is a pretty napkin. Look at that. Can you see the colors? It's got just highlights of a little bit of pink on this upper one and a little bit of yellow. That's going to be fun, and that will go with some of the other things that she sent. So there'll be 4 panels of this if I'm right. 2 panels. It's got 2 panels. All right. Janice Marie, thank you so much. This is beautiful. You sent some beautiful, beautiful things. And this came from New York. It's the first time I've got Happy Mail from New York, so lots of things to celebrate. Now, back in the summer, I sent our friend Devin RX. She has a YouTube channel, and she does beautiful, beautiful work. And she recently has moved into a new house. And I sent her some Happy Mail in between the mood. And she sent me the sweetest things back. So I wasn't expecting anything. So Yolanda, thank you so much for sending these. I feel honored. When I opened it, I sat here and I was saying, okay, did I see her make this? Because I do watch most of her videos. But for me to be able to take and hold somebody's art is just special, because you know the time they put into it, the effort, and how they just want it to be just so. And she has put a lot of extra details in this. You've got stencils. She has put a card, and she wrote me a note, and she said, just do whatever I want with them. So we'll see what happens. And she shared some really cute little things with me here. These are things that were in a book from Art by Marlene. And I love that she put the glasses in here, because I do wear glasses, and if it wasn't for the glasses, I couldn't see. And this is a ghost print of a chicken. And she says, doodle your own chicken. I think you're going to have trouble seeing it. Let's see if I can get it to where you can see it. There you go. I still haven't gotten my lighting figured out. And this is a stenciled piece. I think this is this is a PM Artist Studio stencil. And I believe this one is from Susan Dufresne. And if I said that incorrectly, I'm sorry. I try. This is just a fun print. It's got yellow, pink, blues, greens. And you could tell there was a little grunge on the gel plate. Got a butterfly that's got some foil looking stuff, and looks like either watercolors or ink, maybe both. And these were probably done about the same time. And this is from a digital kit she shared. And it's funny because I did, while we were traveling, I took my old scraps and some book pages, and I did this. Look, they can play together. And I thought, wow, you know, that works right there. I want to use those together. So I'm going to set that to the side. Got a tag with a camera on it. Some more gel prints that have some, looks like bubble wrap and some texture, crisscross texture. And this is a twofer right here. You get designs on both sides. And this is really pretty. Got some more butterfly paper. And then this is one I just drooled over. Now I know the camera's not going to do it justice, but look at this. That is a beautiful echo print. It almost makes you think you should be under the sea or something like that. It's beautiful. And it's got pearly on it too. So this was just a big surprise when I got home. My husband said, have you been ordering stuff again? And I said, well, I don't know what all that is. You know, I was expecting a few things, but I wasn't expecting there to be a big stack. And I don't know how you do your mail at your house, but both of our daughters still get mail here. And so when the mail comes in, there's a stack for each person. If you have mail, it's stacked up on my husband's workbench. Now this I ordered from, I did order this. I've been watching her on YouTube, and she makes the most beautiful painty papers. So I have not taken them all out. I started to, and I thought, no, I'm going to wait. I will put a link below so that you can find her. But she does these vibrant, beautiful painting papers. She does watercolors, she does acrylics, collages, all kinds of stuff. But, you know, I thought, okay, you know, I like her work, and I think I would like to have some. So here is what came in my package. And she's got different valued size. You know, you can choose what you want, but I think this one was $8, which included the package to ship it. And it's a pile. It's a big pile of things. And she just cuts them up so that you have usable sizes. You can use front or back. You can use the fronts. The backs are generally plain, as far as I can tell so far. It's from a dictionary, and look at the beautiful colors on this one. Now you know that's going to get used pretty quick because these are in my color. These are in my wheelhouse of colors right here. But she does dots. She just does some really free-handed, relaxing and enjoyable. She'll take and she'll paint, and then she'll come back and put the print, some kind of print on it. And it looks to me like it's just very relaxing. And I do feel inspired when I watch her do different things. She does a lot of doodles and a lot of little ephemera pieces. And this is like cardstock, but isn't that cute? I mean, that could be a belly band. That could be a lot of things. And this is her name is Trashy Treasures. And look how treasures is spelled, because that's the key to this. She sent a thank you card, which I think is really neat. But the way she had it packaged, I thought was really cute. And it's just lots of good little things that you can just sit down and, I mean, I could create a whole journal with just what's on my desk right here. And I do like supporting people that are doing original work. And if they want to sell it, you know, I want to support them, because so much of what we get is coming from other countries. It's kind of nice to have something made in the USA by somebody who enjoyed what they were doing. And who knows, you know, she may use this to buy Christmas for her children. I don't know. But I'm grateful that she's willing to share her stuff for a small price. And I do find it inspiring. And we may pull some of these out just to use as examples. I've got a few rolls of painting papers now, where I had them on my desk, and nice splatters, beautiful brush strokes, very simple. Any of us can do these. This is deli paper, and deli paper lasts a long time. I bought a box maybe 2 or 3 years ago, and I haven't been able to use it up. Now, let me see if I can get this to where you can see it really well. These are just watercolor strokes. And then I think she's come back with acrylic over it. But so simple, but so effective. And Jody, I'm not critiquing your work, trust me. I am really impressed. I've been watching you now for over a month, I think, and I try not to miss you. So you got a supporter here. Now we can take our scraps and we could make something out of them. We can make something fun. We got some X's. And then in this little envelope, she sent me a few little pieces of ephemera. And that was right in front of the thank you note. So I do appreciate it, Jody. I think this is more than worth, you know, the small amount that you charge for it. Next time I'll probably get a bigger pack, but we had just gotten back from out of town, and I'd already spent a bunch of money, to be honest. We went to this very nice restaurant. I have to tell you this because we had never been to a Brazilian steakhouse, and we went to one. And I'm gonna tell you what, I ate way too much. If you've ever been to one, you know what I mean. I thought I was gonna need a wheelbarrow to get out of there. I don't generally overeat, but I sure did that day. And then I had the nerve to have dessert. So, needless to say, it was quite the adventure. We went with a couple of friends from Scotland and then some local friends that live on the coast of North Carolina, and we had the best time. And so, one more thing I want to tell you. When you saw me working on the mushroom journal for the conference, well, I took it, and there were people fighting over it. They'd look in and see how many tickets were in the raffle bag, which is how they're drawn, and they would go and buy more tickets. But the man who got it is from Canada, and he was so excited about it that when I walked up to him, he didn't know who made it. I walked up to him and introduced him because I did not know who he was, and I thought, well, I'm going to introduce myself so he'll at least know who made that journal that he got. And he looked at me and he said, I think it is amazing. And he said, can we flip through it together? So we flipped through it page by page, and he was asking how I did different things. And he said, and this is all trash? And I said, yes, sir, it is. I said, some of the pages in there are from previous conferences. They use really nice stock paper, and if we're driving, I can take it home, and I do. So he talked to me for a little bit, and he talked to me about why he was there, and it turned out that his company is trying to help with a medication for people with cluster headaches that would be better than some of the things that they have right now that have some nasty side effects. So that was exciting. But he also wanted to know if I would consider allowing him to use some of my artwork out of the book, the journal, for his website. And I said, sir, you bought that piece of art and you're welcome to use it. And he immediately wanted my email so that he can do it the right way and I get credit for it. So I was beyond thrilled. I was just about blown away. Before I left him, he asked me if I'd have my picture made, and after we made the picture, I looked and he had tears in his eyes. He says, this really does mean a lot to me. My wife has had terrible headaches for years, and until I came to this conference, I never understood how bad it was until I heard it from patients directly. And he said, I don't want this group of people to be part of a forgotten community. So that sounds sad, but it's also happy because we also had doctors there and interns there that were getting credit for their continuing education. And we had doctors sitting with patients, and their perspective by the time the conference was over had been so eye-opening that one of the doctors that had presented with my husband on oxygen, he said, I really feel bad because I've been giving people oxygen but not giving them all the tools they needed. And he gave my husband a hearty handshake, and he said, I appreciate you setting me straight. And my husband was afraid he had offended him because he said the masks that they give them are crap to throw them away. But that's what comes standard with oxygen. So the conference was very successful, and I'm very grateful. I know that I put the link up there often, but if you know anybody that has cluster headaches, get them to that webpage. Get them to the link. I do put it in often. You can, if you can't find it, you message me or put a comment in. And I also want to thank all of you who have subscribed to my channel. I was looking at it while we were waiting in the airport the other day, and I'm almost at 300 subscribers, and that's not a whole lot. But I just started in January. And I want you to know that I'm very grateful for each and every one of you that make a conscious choice to spend time with me, to come and watch my videos and give me a thumbs up, leave a comment. It means a lot to me. I just want people to know that, we all have our things that we go through, and sometimes our days are not what we planned because there's pain or pain, disease, defects, whatever. But we try to make the best of it. And a lot of my art community friends have bigger crosses to bear than I do when it comes to health. They've come through a lot more than I have. And I just want to say how grateful I am for each and every one of you. Now, I'm not going to keep you any longer. I'm a little bit longer than I like to be. But I want you to know I'm back. And I may even surprise you. You may even get a few extra videos over the next couple of days. But thank you all, and I want you to be well. Have a good week, folks. Bye-bye.